Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam, and today I want to show you guys my classes for Black Ops. So a lot of people have been requesting that I do a class setup video because a lot of people know that I've been having quite a bit of success with Call of Duty Black Ops, and people are torn on what to use. It's a new game, new class, system sort of, because of the fact that you've got a little bit more customization, and also the stopping power and Juggernaut are gone, so that kind of confuses a lot of people at first. It sure as hell confused me. I didn't know what perks I wanted to use, but I pretty much figured it out. I got the game, as you guys know, last Friday because I ordered it off eBay and it came early, so I have a little bit more experience than most of the people playing this game, and I'll show you guys my player card right here. I've been having quite a bit of success. As you can see, my kill death ratio is 3.32. And my favorite weapon is the AK-74U, and I'm going to show you guys some classes with that as well. So I just thought I would show you guys the classes that I've been using to get a combat record like this, and hopefully classes that you guys can use to get a combat record like this. So without further ado, let's get into the classes. Alright, so my first class that I want to show you guys is the M16 with a red dot sight. So I use this class for playing the most defensive role that I ever play on really open maps, medium to long range maps, really, where you want to use an assault rifle and you don't think you're going to come into too many close encounters situations. The M16 is a great assault rifle to go with, the best in my opinion. The G11 is a very similar gun. It is a 3-burst weapon. It has more ammo, but in my honest opinion, without attachments on that weapon, without available attachments like the red dot sight and the reflex sight, I don't like it, and I already have used it quite a bit, and I would not recommend using that. So I think the M16 is a better weapon. Moving down on the class, I use a frag grenade on the M16 because, as I just mentioned, I use this in long range situations, and the Semtex just doesn't work as effective in you can't throw it as far and have it not explode as you can with a frag grenade. Concussion grenade, I use those across the board. They're basically stun grenades if you didn't know already. The motion sensor, I find this more effective than the Claymore, which I was originally using. Basically, in the motion sensor, you set it down on the map, and it's a mini UAV. It sends out this little signal. It's omnidirectional, so it'll send out a little circle basically in all directions instead of like a wave on your UAV, and you'll be able to see where anybody is within like a 15-meter radius, I'd say. That's just a rough estimate, but it's a mini UAV. Hardline Pro, that's going to be a perk across the board except for one class. It's just a generally good perk, and it works really well. Sleight of Hand, another just kind of general perk that works really well. There's 2 classes where I don't use it, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And Ninja, again, a pretty general perk, makes your footsteps silent, something I really like. And because soon they're going to be adding in, or they're going to be fixing the sound system in Call of Duty Black Ops, I'm definitely going to be wanting to use that perk. My next class is the FAMAS with the red dot sight. Pretty much the same stuff below, except I go with the Semtex. So the reason I like this class, or the reason why I use this class, is because when I want to play an assault rifle role, but I'm playing a map with much more, or with a higher likelihood of close quarters combat situations, where I'm going to want to be able to use an automatic weapon, the FAMAS works great where you need to spray those people who come in close to you. Also, you can play a little bit more aggressively when using a weapon that is automatic, and because some of my situation, or some of the encounters that I get into, are going to be closer ranged ones, I like to use the Semtex, which is more effective in close quarters combat situations. Sorry. So the next class is the AK-47. This is the highest tier weapon that I use. I have used all the weapons of the game. Obviously, I've already prestiged. So there's nothing else that I'm skipping on. I think the AK-47 is the last weapon that you really need to unlock and use. I've used the Commando, the Stoner 63, the G11. I don't think they're as effective as the classes I've set up here. I just thought I would let you guys know that just because I'm level 38 when I'm making this class setup doesn't mean my classes will be changing as I unlock other weapons. These are the 6 that I've found the most success with. So the AK-47 with extended mags, because I like the iron sights, and because this is a little bit more of an aggressive role than the FAMAS or the M16, regardless of the fact that it's an assault rifle, I like to go with the Claymore instead of the motion sensors. Motion sensors are much more defensive equipment, and therefore you don't want to use those if you're going to be playing more aggressively. What I like to use the Claymore for, to be quite honest, I like to push up into the enemy spawn or towards the enemy spawn and then set a Claymore once I know that there's a little too much commotion going on, a little bit too many people maybe know where I am. Then I can back up, get away from the action, not have to worry about it, and have a Claymore guarding my ass. So yeah, again, same stuff, hardline, sleight of hand, ninja. Then my first submachine gun class. So this is the AK-74U. I got frag grenades on this, concussion, claymore, hardline sleight of hand ninja. A very simple setup. It parallels a lot of the class, or a lot of the stuff that I use in the classes above. The AK-74U is without a doubt my favorite gun in this game so far. It is the best weapon in my opinion, especially for rushing, and extended mags on it gives me a lot of success. The AK-74U stealth class that I have set up is similar, but what I do for this class is I throw on a silencer instead of a extended mags attachment so that I don't show up on radar when I shoot. I go with ghost instead of hardline because obviously it's a stealth class. I don't want to be seen on radar. And then I go with steady aim because this is going to be a little bit more of an aggressive class, a little bit more of a rushing class where I want to be in the enemy spawn without them knowing that I'm there. And when I'm playing really aggressively, I like to hip fire a lot, and steady aim helps out a lot with that. And speaking of hip fire, the MP5K with extended mags. I'll tell you guys, when I first got on the game, the MP5K was definitely not a weapon that I really liked, but I threw on extended mags, and through the advice of Woody's Gamertag, I decided to use steady aim on submachine guns, and he said it so perfectly. If you're not using steady aim, it feels like you're doing it wrong. It really does, because spraying with the MP5K at close range is effective, but with steady aim, it's like 3-4 times as effective, and I love to use this gun to rush. I got Marathon on here for the time being. That'll switch to Ninja as soon as Treyarch switches the sound in Black Ops. And guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this class setup video. This is what I recommend for playing Call of Duty Black Ops. I hope you guys find some success with the classes that I've showed you. And again, my combat record for anybody who cares. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.